they've really had some good stuff out, and I just think that I think that's the best use of the time here to show you exactly what the opportunities are in this business. So let's get straight into this. Um, okay, hold on here. Let me Riverside. Your options for viewers is horrible, or for screen splitting. You know, um, There. See there, I get now why can't I make my thing bigger to fill up the empty part of the screen? I'm just stuck with this little bitty piece of me. Um anyway, okay, so what I'm looking at right here, let's this is an equipment auction. Um I forget where this is from. I think it's in around Dallas or something. And so this is the past items here. Apparently this sucker here is a very large auction. It's been going this is day I think this is day 2, and well, let's just go out for a second here. Began closing on the 28th. So this is a couple days in. Um Covington, Georgia. All right. So if I had the time to run down there, I would, but right now I just cannot make this happen. All right, so this is starting at the beginning. Number one, um, so you got display cases. This sucker is $600. Um, do double door freezer. Okay, this is like what you got in Kroger, $1,400. So um, if you're a reseller, anybody out there, they're up at anybody's looking to enhance their store or something like this. Theirs goes out and they're tired of it. They got an old one. Single doors. These are the best ones here, buddy. Let me tell you. This here sandwich line. Oh, pizza prep. Okay, $1,000. There's a lot of people. I mean, pizza places pop up all the time. Um, it's just a larger item, so you're going to take up some decent space in your warehouse. If you want to put it up on an upper level, you're going to have to reinforce that because of the wheels and stuff, right? Produce cases. Okay, now here's a small one here, 550. This one I think is probably one of the better deals. Um, A small triple sink, John Boost. Okay, let me explain something to you. 13 bucks in a minute, people, in a minute. Now, unfortunately, I can't just go enlarge this, but these are good sinks. This one may not have the legs. Um, Yeah, it's not showing anything. You can get the legs for that kind of price. I would be able to sell this for probably, let's say 200 as is. Two-door display cooler, $1,000. Uh, I'm not in for the three-door. Okay. Big commercial microwave or rapid cook oven. Those are cool. Okay. Now here's the thing is it says they've been tested by the seller. Okay. So um, your seller wants to make sure that you're going to drop the biggest dime you can, and they feel that by letting you know by doing a quick test here as the auction's been listed, they probably had a family member or something that was in there with these people, and that they figure that the cost of time right there, I mean, let's say you got an employee, right? And let's say you're paying this guy 25, 30 bucks an hour, and his job is to run an extension cord over and plug stuff in. And if he's gonna bring you more than $25 per hour in sales, it's absolutely worth it. And so these people have decided that that's what's worth it. So, for me, I'm a much happier buyer on this auction, okay? Let's put this next to it. Uh oh, KitchenAid mixer, 120 bucks. I'll tell you what, these things always got value. Looks like it's got a bigger mixing bowl, so obviously a better deal. Single door, little countertop cooler, 180, 200 bucks. You got four of these suckers. Uh the tables, yeah, I'm not impressed with the tables. It just they're a dime a dozen. A triple. Um okay. Bet no, not interested. Here's another single door, $95. Okay. Um a stand up for 95 bucks. Okay. Um donut fryer. Donut frozen donut system. Okay. A thermal glazer. I'm not sure how that fits in the line. Here you go. Here's you a nice mixer. Um, I don't know how much that sucker weighs, but it's got a little size to it. And that thing went for $6,500. So um, it's probably got the corkscrews in the bottom. Meat slicers. Wow. 300, 300. So they're in these suckers for almost 400 bucks at this point. Actually, they are in them for 400 with taxes and all. Uh, single door cooler, sinks, 20 by 20, 100 bucks. Proofing cabinet. All right, 500 bucks, man. Um, I didn't think it would go that much, but okay. There's a microwave, there's a vegetable cutter. Here you go. Here's a 20-quart mixer. That I would have liked to have. That's got your guard on it. That's got a little weight to it. 20 quart. I mean, usually you get at home you would get either a 4, 6, 8, sometimes a 10 quart. And that 10 quart has some weight, and this is going to be close to double that. Got to have that power. I'm not sure exactly what the motor size is on this, but it's going to pull some weight. Univex. Okay. Another 80 quart. Yep, you're going to bring the forklift in on that puppy. Steam jacket. 350. Okay, here's another a meat grinder. Here's another mixer. Uh okay, Hobart. A 24-inch. I'm not exactly. That's kinda hard to read. Oh 07, so okay. But, I mean, I've used these mixers that were, like, 60 years old. I mean, you put a new motor on, grease up the bearings, and go for it. Here's a 30-quart mixer, 160 bucks. Man, that would have been a good deal. Okay, military flag, that would have been cool. Metler Toledo scale, hanging scale, two-door, 1,300, two-door closed. These are some good deals, let me tell you. You come in with your forklift and get this, or you can call, they could probably call up and say, "Hey, do you got a forklift we can use, but probably not." And with something like that three-door, you're gonna have to have a nice big open trailer, or else you're gonna have to bring, extended forks to you don't wanna go that thing on sideways going in. Tenderizers, yep, don't care. Um, let's do the page skips here. No? All right. Well, I guess I can't, huh? All right. There's another little sandwich prep, 500 bucks. Man. Oh, what do I find interesting on this? Yeah, I'm not interested in this stuff. A nut grinder. Okay. Stick around long enough, you'll hear of everything. Drinking fountain. Okay. Uh, you're just opening a restaurant. These are a lot of nice little things. Um, Here's another mixer right here, but that's not, I don't know where that's going to be at. Here you go. It's a 6 burner, 350 for that thing. Checkout. Nope. Nope. Um, let's move on through this. The tables. I mean, I don't see, there's some things I just don't see how I can move. I can't picture my end buyer. Um, so if you can't, if you don't already have a picture of who's going to buy this from you, you need to stay home. All right. If you're not going to use it at your restaurant or whatever, now here's some pots, 30 bucks a pot. And these suckers here, these are smaller ones, 10 by 9. What that was that? Maybe a 10, not even maybe a 5 gallon. Yeah, something like that. Maybe 3 gallon stock pots. Um, Here you go, 2 drawer bottle cooler. That would have been a good deal right there. That would have been uh more coolers. The singles and doubles, I would actually the doubles maybe just I don't have a forklift. The singles you can I would lay it down. I've laid down many fridges, to get it back to where it's going, but then get it standed back up. Absolutely. Just pat it real good. Oh man, shopping carts. Little pallet jacks. Oh, wait a minute. Battery charger. Okay. Jack with charger. 240. Wow. That's a good deal. Yep, steam kettles. Here you go. This was another mixer. 140 quart. That is a huge puppy. Let me tell you something. We've dealt in Chicago. I used to work for Entenmann's a long time ago up in North Lake, Illinois, and we had these two big mixers we used for icing. And man, I forget. They might have been 200 quart, 180, something like that. They were man, and we had they had custom dollies. They had dollies for them. So the brackets would come down and it would rest it in the dolly, and then you could take it over, and we had you drop the pump in, and we just pump it straight out of there, right? So that's how all of that worked. So yeah, that's out of my league. Sorry. But there's value in it. But now you got to find the people who are looking for that. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what kind of name is on the door. When when something goes wrong, they turn around, they go online. Let me just show you something here. Now let's go back here 1 second. Let's just look at this because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even know. Okay. I don't understand what's the value of this, right? Um, okay, a new one, $48,000. Okay. So if you're on a budget, okay, here's used on eBay for 29. Let's switch over here for a second. All right. So right here, yeah, 56,000 from Webstaurant store, 56 Restaurant City, 55, 55. So, Johnny over here's got one for 10,000, right? So they got this for 8 grand. I'd probably, me, I'd probably throw it up for 20 and, 25, something like that, and you settle. Um, um, that's where they're at on these things. 20 quart mixer, 1,500 bucks. I wonder how much that cost. Um, let's just see on this. Hang on here. Okay, so right now, uh eBay, those are going for 29.95, 2,200 rebuilt. So, um, I think, okay. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Let's see what do they got? Well, I wouldn't want to touch that sucker. Okay, 200 quart, $400 for freight. So they want you to be in that sucker for, 30, over 3,000. So yeah, that's not a bad deal. If it once it starts running, you don't care. You don't care at all. Okay. More coolers, coolers, coolers. All right. More coolers. Let's switch. Hang on. Let me get my YouTube over to this since I'm live. All right, there we go. Now I can. All right. So, okay, display cases, more two-door coolers, 5,500 works and clear of defects. I mean, man, that's a good deal. And these people, I'm going to give them credit here because, like right here, um, remote, no compressor. Okay. Um, so somebody's been in there and tested it. Floor scrubber, 850. Um, Not into this. Spread slicers, none of that. Don't really care. Chicken fryers, nope. Um, I'm gonna try and feed you stuff I know nothing about. Salad bars, $24. Okay, I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't know nothing about salad bars, but that's a good deal. All right. So if you're gonna open a restaurant, you're gonna have a salad bar. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna bet you money. that there's a restaurant store that did that. Okay, so somebody there they came in a sausage stuffer. I'll be danged. Okay. Okay, and we're up to the live. Let's switch out of this real quick. Oops, excuse me. Well, let's get out. Sorry. Let's get out. Let's go back in. Take us to the live. Take us to the live. Okay. Uh okay, this is starting up in another few minutes. Um so that's really not a good indication. I mean, you can see what people have posted, right? So you got 275 on a Lincoln TIG welder, okay? I'm not sure what they would resell for. I know Lincoln's a top brand, Miller, etc. Here's Fortuna dough divider. All right. Uh 750 and needs to be welded. So I gotta say this. They really have taken the time to verify things. Forklift, that's up to 12. I mean, at least you may not know what it's going to go for, but you know where it stands right now. This mixer here, I'm not sure. Some of this stuff doesn't it don't look good, let me tell you. Um, some of this stuff I'm not impressed with. Um, two compartment sinks. I like the bar sinks. Sorry, they're small. Um, these are like 1,000, somewhere over $1,000. Um, dunnage racks, carts. So I'm not, yeah, after this, I'm not that impressed. You got these stainless steel sinks. I mean, they're stainless. They get a little surface rust, but you can pop them puppies up. But this one here is 123 inches long. That's just over 12 feet. So you're not going to put that in the back of any pickup. You got to have um, an 8-foot bed, drop the tailgate, and you're going to have to strap it in because it's hanging over. These racks, let me tell you, I don't understand it, but these racks, I wish I'd be here long enough to see where they go, because these racks go for money. I'm telling you, these things here will sell for 60, $70. And you go online, you can buy these other brands. Okay, evaporators for your walk-in coolers. Um, I'm not that knowledgeable. Um, compressors are worth money. Let me tell you something. Compressors are worth the money. Um, all kinds of stuff sitting outside. Shopping carts. Yeah, I don't see that stuff going for nothing. Um, wow, this is a big auction right here. Forklifts. Here you go. Uh this is where I would want to be. The downside is you're going to get a forklift to load them up. Doubt you could get enough to roll them up on a trailer. Uh, all right, what else they got going on here? Authenticated merchandise started at 9 a.m. Andre Rison, $25. Justin Jefferson, let's Brett Favre. Okay, let's real quick. Closed lots. Let's start from the beginning. This is 2 hours. Hats, $15 for Minnesota Twins and Vikings. Football helmet. Bunch of signed stuff. This was a sports memorabilia place. Hall of Fame, Dermody Dawson. Oh man. That's That was a guy. I'm tell you what, that was a guy right there. Um, center, be a center for after what was his name? I can't think of his name. The center for the champions, and then Dermani came in. Mike Webster, Mike Webster, and then Dermani Dawson. Uh, and they got all these guys to sign these helmets, huh? $40. Okay, so you're gonna be in them 50 and under. Oh, they are, yeah, 50, about 50 and under. Carl Anthony Towns. Huh. This is interesting. Not anything I really am deeply involved in. Yeah, I had some valuable baseball cards years ago and promptly threw them away. All right. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Warehouse auction. It started at 10 o'clock. Garland, Texas. Um, let's start at the beginning. Oh, this starts their time. Okay. All right. So you still got what, another hour or another? No, it's actually should be starting in 1 minute. Should be going off now. Is it live or is it Memorex? Central time. Well, they're late. What else you got here? Warehouse. Okay, Sherman Williams in Chicago. Kroger comes up next week. Reside. I'd love to be able to get to Minnesota for this thing here. They got some RVs. Okay, that auction has started back up. I'm gonna be looking at these chairs here on the 17th. They got some steel case, and that's really all they got up for now. All right, guys. So check out Grafe Auctions. All right, thank you.